So a piece of advice I'd give to any farmers that have been doing corn-soy rotation with synthetic fertilizer, there's a few places to start. One is adding manure as a source of fertilizer. There can be reductions in greenhouse gas emissions by using manure as opposed to synthetic fertilizer. You increase soil carbon and soil organic matter. And other practices that might be kind of low-hanging fruit is adoption of a winter cover crop, at least between the corn and soybean phase. There is some growers experience what's called corn yield drag, so a decrease in corn yield from the cereal rye winter cover crop going into corn, although there's a lot of management practices that go into that, and farmers have found a way to make it work without decreasing corn yield. But that would be a low-hanging fruit, just the cereal rye cover crop at the end of corn going into soybean, which isn't as affected by that cereal rye cover crop as much. And other practices might be just reducing tillage. So if that corn soybean farmer were chisel plowing once a year or more, reducing tillage can increase biological activity. There's research to show it increases soil carbon, albeit slowly, and has other benefits as well, like reducing erosion. That's one of the things that worries me a little bit about these carbon markets, is that the myopic focus on carbon and not some of these other soil ecosystem services like water storage and cation exchange capacity and just biological activity that aren't, there's no market value for it yet like there is carbon. And carbon's one of the tougher ones to track. It changes very slowly. It's a very noisy measurement. So let's say this hypothetical corn soybean farmer were to put one of these practices in place. Soil carbon would change pretty slowly, but there might be a more rapid change in some of these other soil properties I had talked about. Water, aggregate stability, so meaning the aggregates are the arrangement of soil particles and organic matter, and those become more stable with many of these practices as well. The storage of water, reduction in nutrient leaching, all might occur more rapidly than a change in carbon, which takes several decades or more to really see a change in, a couple decades or more.